We have some important Tesla stock news today. Let's go through everything. Tesla has snapped up a 5,850 square foot office in India. Before, we had a lot of rumors that Tesla eventually will build something in India, but now these rumors seem to be more about Tesla's imminent entry into India. This specific location is likely not where Tesla's potential production facility will end up, but the region is known for its IT and automotive industries nonetheless. In June, when Elon met with the Prime Minister of India, Elon said, "I am confident Tesla will be in India and will do so as soon as humanly possible." Well, seems like Tesla is indeed following through on that statement. Here's another important piece of news for us Tesla stock investors. Powerwalls now only take about 20 minutes for Tesla to install instead of 4 hours. Tesla Backup Switch reduces the time and cost of installing Tesla's Powerwalls. This is one reason why I am so invested into Tesla stock, and this is also a reason why Tesla's gross margin is improving for Tesla's energy division, which now actually matches Tesla's auto business. You can count on Tesla to continue innovating like this, just like you can count on me to keep buying more Tesla stock. Here's the next important piece of news for Tesla stock today. Model 3 scheduled delivery date in Europe is quite late, and he doesn't say this is about the refresh Model 3, but think about it. It would make sense that Tesla is not going to be sending a lot of Model 3s right now until the refresh is actually out, unless they don't think the refresh is going to be out soon. So you can get a Model 3 in Europe in October. Yeah, not sooner than that, but the quarter ends in September. So yeah. Also, look at the inventory in Europe. Does the inventory of the Model 3 in red here seem to be appropriate compared to before? Sometimes Model 3 is a little bit higher, sometimes it's a little bit lower than the Model Y, but this certainly is also another indication that there's something possibly going on. By the way, all Model 3s that are sold in Europe come from Giga Shanghai, and now Sawyer and Drive Tesla Canada are both reporting that this, meaning the increased wait times for deliveries in Europe for the Model 3, that all of this is hinting at Tesla launching the refresh Model 3 in Europe. Today, the whole stock market is down. Usually when I look at this index, NASDAQ 100 technology sector, is the one that is pretty close to how Tesla stock moves. But as you can see, this is down almost 4%, but Tesla stock is not down that much, 2.67%. This indicates to me that whatever news Tesla stock is having today, investors like the news. One reason why the stock market is down so much today is because the credit worthiness of US just got downgraded. Last time our credit was downgraded in 2011, the S&P went down about 17%. Ross Gerber also thinks this is the reason why stocks are down today. This is good news, of course. Tesla has started emailing customers in California about the ability to take advantage of up to $15,000 in incentives when purchasing their new EV. I use email marketing in my businesses, and it's like free money basically. You just don't want to annoy your customers, and you want to make it incredibly easy to unsubscribe. And it can be wildly effective. For example, this is a screenshot of an email that we just sent to our customers, and 56% of them open the email. And this is one of the bad ones, actually. Often it's a little bit higher than that even. And a lot of this is happening, which is great. This person is trading in his 2018 Model 3 with FSD for a 2023 Model Y with FSD. Because Elon just renamed Twitter to X. Seemingly, he's also spending a lot of time on Twitter, but Elon tweeted this, "Was buried in Tesla work all day, so unfortunately missed out," but that is good to hear. This was in response to Twitter, X, being absolutely unhinged earlier. Elon continues, "So long as this platform is not boring, it will succeed." So this, to me, as a Tesla stock investor, this is my favorite kind of tweet from Elon. This shows that Elon is indeed very committed to Tesla. If Elon did not tweet that, possibly Tesla stock would have been even lower today. Gary says, not sure why Tesla doesn't just buy Uber to get into autonomous ride-hailing and get all the data from its platform of 137 million consumers who take 25 million trips per day. And then this comment says, the constraint is a number of FSD vehicles on the roads, not drivers in a network. To which Gary replies, you're reaching, just like Elon, Uber has 6 million cars on the road, FSD Beta has 400,000 cars, FSD take rate is just 10%. However, how fast is Uber's network growing and how fast is Tesla's fleet growing of all vehicles? Because you can still buy FSD once you actually buy the car, even if you did not purchase FSD earlier. So I think Gary's comment that Tesla only has 400,000 vehicles on the roads is not exactly accurate. Plus, Tesla is growing so quickly each year in terms of its total fleet size. It would also be very expensive to buy Uber. Uber's market cap is almost $100 billion. Lyft is quite a bit smaller. It's only $4.5 billion. I think Tesla should consider maybe buying one of these, but I'm not really that convinced that Tesla actually should go ahead and buy one of these companies. I think Alexander makes a good point here. Gary, we are both old enough to remember some Wall Street geniuses advising Apple to buy Sony because they had a Walkman. Then it was BlackBerry. Horrible advice. Gary replies, and this is a little bit heated, so you want Tesla to start its own ride-hailing network and compete with Uber with 137 million customers and providing 25 million trips per day? That would be a truly horrible idea, says Gary. That made the temperature go up by quite a bit. This is heated. Gary explains why it's a horrible idea. Uber is the entrenched leader in ride-hailing. They have made clear they will go autonomous when the tech is ready. Tesla can't just wave its magic wand and replace them. Building ride-hailing from scratch would lose Tesla money for years. Not if you have robotaxis that cost a lot less money to operate than vehicles with drivers, where you had to charge people a lot of money. Gary believes that everyone will have full self-driving technology the moment Tesla solves full self-driving. I don't know how, but somehow they will supposedly figure it out. I think it will take them quite a while, and as long as that is true, then Tesla can easily destroy Uber, basically. You just offer cheaper rides, significantly cheaper rides, and most of the consumers will go from Uber to Tesla. This debate is really not about whether Tesla should buy Uber or not. It's about when Tesla solves full self-driving, will everyone else also be able to figure out how to have fully autonomous cars immediately? I found an incredible chart on this website. Here's the translation of it. And you can see that Tesla owners are the most likely to recommend their EV to other people. 69% of them. That's Tesla. Porsche is number 2 at 62%, and you can also see here how many owners of Porsche EVs would not recommend Porsche EVs, and that is a very small number. But what's interesting right here, and Nissan was one of the first automakers that went into the EV industry, and almost no one who owns a Nissan would actually recommend that you buy a Nissan EV. Isn't that strange? Tesla's Magic Dock is expanding to new supercharger locations. This allows more non-Tesla EVs to charge as superchargers. This is not officially official yet, but we can see that it's already happening. We have some good news based on the latest public data from Troy Teslaik. He says that Tesla's order backlog was 60,000 on the 16th of July, up from 49,000 on the 30th of June. And here's a detailed table. Pause if you like at any moment. James thinks that Tesla will have a record delivery quarter this quarter, and it seems that his bull target would be 480,000 deliveries. He thinks that if Tesla is not on track to get there, they will do more price cuts. And Tesla can deliver that many vehicles because Tesla has quite a bit of inventory. By that I mean enough inventory to have a record quarter in terms of deliveries. Teslarati is reporting that Tesla is heading to court against former employees who joined rival automaker Rivian in a lawsuit that claims they breached their non-disclosure agreements related to trade secrets. Despite some macroeconomic headwinds, The global EV sales reached 5.8 million units year to date in June of 2023, growing by 39% compared to the same period last year. Tesla extends lithium hydroxide supply agreement with a company from China until 2030. The initial agreement was just from 2021 to 2025, so this one is quite a bit longer. Elon Musk just made a pretty big move on Twitter/X, and as a Tesla stock investor, I like this move. While we had previously said that X would keep nothing for the 12 months, then 10%, we are amending that policy to X keeps nothing forever until payout exceeds $100,000, then 10%. First 12 months is still free for all. Apple does take 30%, but I will speak with Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, and see if that can be adjusted to be just 30% of what X keeps in order to maximize what creators receive. I have personally found that I am liking content overall more on Twitter now that there is more of it actually, because creators just got paid quite a bit. And although there are a lot more posts that don't add value, overall, there is more content for me to look at on Twitter/X. And this change will also do the exact same thing. The reason why I like this as a Tesla stock investor is because when creators choose which platform to work on, they look at how much does the platform take. For example, you compare Twitter and Patreon, and it's like, Twitter is a little bit high, especially if people subscribe to you using their iPhone, where Apple takes 30%, or Android, where also they take a big cut. With Patreon, that doesn't really happen. So this would be a really nice change, motivating a lot of creators to move over to Twitter instead of staying on a platform like Patreon. And I think this will make Twitter a lot more successful overall. And YouTube says you should watch this video next, but if you haven't finished watching this Elon Musk interview, watch this one first. Make sure to like and subscribe. My name is Matt Posius, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.